I'm not gonna be playing much, guys, but I'm just gonna let me turn up like a little bit. There we go. It should be a little bit better. Okay. Guys, I wanted to share something really cool because I'm not going to be playing a lot tonight because I'm getting over some sinus infection or something. Not really sure. Just got really congested and didn't feel well. So, ironically, the coolest thing happened to me yesterday that I wanted to share about. Um, those of you who don't know, I've been watching the Dream Team on and off since I've been gaming for about 3 or 4 years. And I follow Blue Westlow and on Twitch. And, everybody was typing in comments and questions to him while he was streaming yesterday. And I thought, well, I'll type some comments and questions, thinking that he, wasn't going to read mine. There were tons of them on the stream, I thought for sure there was no way he was going to pick mine out. Anyway, I went forward to tell him how much the Dream Team and, himself, Robbie V, and Mr. Root, if you don't follow them on YouTube and Twitch, they're awesome. I mean, so go ahead and do that. But like I said, I told them about, me having cerebral palsy and playing with one hand, and he picked my, I guess, comment out of the line of comments and, addressed me and said, like, man, what, we have two hands, and then we have these people that have disabilities, and they're heroes doing with one hand what we do with two. So, I mean, literally, as he was commenting to me, I was literally like crying because, and those who don't know, when I first started gaming, I had a really bad start because there were, I will say, people who didn't really believe in me and people who told me I could never game on PS4 because, as you know, it's typically a two-handed controller. So, but I do it with one hand. Anyway, when I started playing Destiny 1, I had a lot of people going, "Don't bother, you'll never be able to do it." And there are a lot of times that I don't believe myself and things get harder because I play with one hand. Like, I may not be the first to get there, but I'll always pop off my shots, and I can basically do what anybody else does. Like I said yesterday, Blue Westlow himself called me a hero. Me playing with one hand, and how cool that must be that I play with one hand when they play with two. And I started crying because, like I said, I followed the Dream Team for as long as I've been gaming on YouTube through Mr. Fruit's channel. If you've ever watched, and a lot of D1, they did a lot of trials and Crucible and some PvE stuff, but very rarely. So, they have some great videos. If you guys want to check them out, go check them out. Like I said, that was the coolest thing that happened to me yesterday. Blue Westlow called me a hero and said, "Keep doing what you're doing, man." And of course he didn't know I was a girl, but that's okay. I think it's just customary to call every gamer dude. It's kind of the lingo. So, but like I said, he will never know what that meant to me because, like I said, when I started gaming, I got such flack about, you'll never be able to do it. And when I started playing D1, I had no friends on PS4. I had no clan, so I had no help, so I had to basically solo everything. and my my main friends know what a rough year I've had because of, losing my dad and everything. And I started, watching Mr. Fruit every day during the year that my father passed to get me through those months. So, I mean, of all people, Boy Winslow, he's like I mean, they're all pretty much my favorite, but he always, puts a smile on my face in his streams and Twitch streams, and I've been following him for, like I said, several years, and I never thought, he would call me a hero, And for those who don't know, my screen name on Twitch was Red Cherries 35614, and he was like, man, it's pretty awesome. You do with one hand what we do with two. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I just thanked him and Robbie V and Mr. Fruit for inspiring me and keeping me going, because, like I said, my friends know what a rough time I've had since losing my dad. So, but through watching Mr. Fruit and Robbie V and Blue Westlow, it's kind of reminded me why I love gaming in the first place, is you can get some really cool friends and lifelong people to be there for you and support you and support what you love to do. Because a lot of people don't understand gaming, or sometimes don't take it seriously, when for us it's really enjoyable, and we have such a tight community, the real community of people who are supporters and help everybody out. So, like I said, but that was the coolest thing that ever. I mean, Blue Westlow talked directly to me. I'm a female gamer in a wheelchair, and most of the time, because I play with one hand, I don't even get acknowledged half the time. So, for him to even acknowledge me and call me a hero was the coolest thing of my life. So, hopefully one day he'll probably never know what that meant to me and how that inspired me, because I'll probably never get to meet him. But that was just pretty cool, and I thought I'd share that. I mean, so it's proof that dreams really do come true, because like I said, I've been following the Dream Team for as long as I've been gaming, and I've been gaming since the Rise of Iron, so that's been a while. So to have Blue Westlow, one of my faves, who I follow all the time, acknowledge me and call me a hero, pretty awesome, guys. So if you don't believe dreams come true, I mean, that's proof right there. So I don't think I'll ever say that I can't do something. I'll never say again that, I can't do this, y'all better do it without me, because, you never know what you can do. I mean, I solo did one thinking I couldn't do it, so, and I've met some really awesome friends now that I call not only my gaming friends, but my family. So, like I said, guys, I mean, if you don't believe dreams come true, that was kind of so cool that Blue Westlow acknowledged me and called me a hero because of my cerebral palsy and playing with one hand. So, it's pretty awesome, I have to say. If that's my final moment in life, I guess that's the best it gets. That's pretty awesome for me. Because like I said, I've had a rough year since my dad passed. And that was just that's on the cake. But I just thought I'd share that with everybody. I'll check you guys later. Peace.